I sit outside your door. Talk to me. Here I sit outside your door. Talk to me. Here I'm waiting, just waiting, anticipating a chance to run into the city for hours. One day I sought to arrange for just a glance, a chance to talk to you. Probably wonder how I even know you. But now you're just my dream. When I wake up, talk to me. Here I sit outside your door. Talk to me. Talk to me. Here I sit outside your door. Talk to me. I'd be content just to sit here and talk to you. Cause in my dreams, you love me and me only. Right, kiss, hold me. And love is what I search and search and search to find. But until then, I just dream for the meantime. Here I sit outside your door.
I love this song, y'all.
Tell me, would you talk to me? No one will ever love you more. Please talk to me. Please talk to me.
Y'all got excuse me. I love this song.
Talk to me. Have I hurt you?
Okay. I had to let a little of that play. That was my song right there. That's my song. So, what's up, man? I've been chilling. I've had me a good little time chilling. Classes. I'm in between classes. I'm just chilling, focusing on learning how to trade, focusing on, spending thousands of dollars for Christmas. I ain't spent this much money for Christmas in a minute. I don't know what it was this year, but I wasn't even planning to. But people was, you know how it is. People start. You got a son, and if somebody do something for your child, you got to do something back. And they got three kids, so you got to buy something for each one. And then which it is. It's not a, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I done bought a lot of gifts. I done did what I got to do. You know what I'm saying? Christmas is my favorite time of the year. I love Christmas, man. Love it. Not because of what I get. I don't even care what I get. It's not even about the gifts. It's just about the time of year. I just love it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's because of what it represented when I was a kid. But it is what it is, man. But let me say this, man. I've been having a few subjects that I wanted to cover. I just chose not to go into them. But because there's been a few times where I've been like, damn, I should cover this on my channel about this or cover this about that. But it just kind of boils down to it just never happens. You know what I'm saying? And so I just keep it moving. But one of the things, man, that I wanted to cover was this damn stimulus package because this shit is a damn shame. So they done basically, Congress done come together and said they finna do a $2,700. They're gonna pretty much put enough debt for $2,700 for each and every one of us from our tax dollars. Now, this is our money that they about to take and redistribute. And I'm about to get into all that. Because, see, this is the shit I'm talking about. See, so they coming together. They finna do some stimulus package. They talking about a measly damn $600, right? And I'm supposed to be excited about a damn $600 stimulus package, which ain't gonna do a damn thing for most people. It just isn't. You know what I'm saying? And so as time went on, man, you know, I said, man, let me go ahead and go live and talk about this whack ass shit. So, what? Anyway, they didn't block my damn code on Instagram for something. They won't let me get on Instagram. They tripping. Anyway, so for those of you that don't know, man, Congress basically, like I said, they're doing this damn weird ass bill. They finna basically put, I don't know how much money on us to have to pay back. And see, what pissed me off about this whole situation is when it's all said and done, man, when you really look at the function of government, and this is why I always tell people, government is nothing but people. It's nothing but human beings, man. You know what I'm saying? Government can be selfish. Government can, you know, be just as selfish as a corporation or anybody else. You know what I'm saying? So that's what get me about the whole situation. It's almost like everybody is supposed to, oh well, hey, you know, I'm all for redistribution of wealth. But I'm about to get into that if they'll let me log into my account. 1 second. I'm trying to log in because I want y'all to hear this. And see, that's my problem, man. I don't trust the government to redistribute wealth. The redistribution of wealth always has issues because the problem is who's redistributing, who makes the decision, who gets what. And there's always some sort of, you know, problem with who getting what. You know what I'm saying? So I'm finna go up here. I want y'all to hear the governor or mayor of what city is that? The mayor of New York, literally telling people he wants to, you know, that he gonna pretty much redistribute wealth, and it's just evil, man. I know people like, man, you crazy, but I'm gonna go in on that subject because I think when you start talking about redistribution of wealth, I think what you're getting into is something that, you know, people don't want to talk about. Let's see, here it is, right here. Here it is. So check this out right here. I'm gonna hold on. Let me pause it because this is craziness right here. I'm gonna make it big. I want y'all to see this. I'm gonna share my screen. So check this out right here. Here we go. Let me start it over. Is it playing? Oh.
In the Department of Investigation report, but we're going to go farther than that. The work of reforming the NYPD, of deepening neighborhood policing, of changing police culture, that work must intensify, and it will in the year 2021. A lot is already being planned that will be unveiled in the coming weeks. But the bottom line is we can never accept a broken status quo. We can never go back to a past that didn't work. The COVID era has taught us that so clearly. And we need to do better, and we will. And that means a commitment to fighting disparities and inequality in every part of the life in New York City. And that certainly takes us to education, where if you're talking about the problems of disparity, if you're talking about structural racism, certainly policing is not the only area to talk about. There are many areas to talk about, and education must be front and center. There has been so much that needed to be addressed in education in New York City. And from the beginning, what I tried to focus on was a very simple concept: equity and excellence, that we needed to profoundly change the distribution of resources. I like to say very bluntly, our mission is to redistribute wealth. A lot of people bristle at that phrase. That is, in fact, the phrase we need to use. We have been doing this work for 7 years to
see that's the problem right there. So the problem that I have with people like this that think like that is that this guy is literally up here talking about redistributing wealth. But the problem is the government has always had a tendency to tell you they're going to do something and then do something. So they basically just passed a stimulus package. $600 go to us. $2,100 go to them to do whatever the hell they want to do with it. and it's on us. We got to pay for it. See what I'm saying? And so my thing is this, man, like, you know, I think what we're dealing with today in America is the ignorance of our education system. I think our education system has planted seeds, and those seeds are coming home to roost. Those seeds are planting are producing fruit, and we're harvesting the fruit of ignorance that has been planted in our education system. When you dumb down the education system, when you refuse to challenge ideas. See, if I don't challenge that statement that he said, we are literally going to redistribute wealth. And I'm gonna get into that because look, man, the Democrat Party is evil. I've said it all the time, but I can kind of go into some stuff today that I think I can really kind of nail that point home. This is gonna probably be a boring video. For some of y'all don't like me watching videos and being quiet. Y'all want me to come up here and cuss and act a fool. But in this video, this is a more of an educational video. For some of you guys, some of my students some of my subscribers are way sharper than me when I say what I'm saying. So don't think I'm thinking, well, I know you didn't know this. Now I don't know what you know. This is my channel. I'm just gonna, speak from the heart and say what I feel, right? So there are a few videos. Here it is right here. So let me go back. I bet you guys are like, well, man, damn, you talking about that same tired ass documentary or that show about communism and this and that. And why are you talking about that? This guy just literally said the redistribution of wealth is what he plans to do. He's an elected official. So what I'm about to do is I'm about to play a documentary, not the whole thing, just pieces of it, the beginning of it, where they talk about the what it's like under the totalitarian regimes, how much murder, and how the citizens are always promised free stuff. This is how it always works. You have citizens being promised something, right? They trusting people to implement things. People are flawed. People are selfish. You see that today. They just passed the $2,700. If you're gonna tell me you're gonna give me $2,700, but I'm gonna take $2,100, you get $6, and then you paid for the loan. You got a loan. You got to pay it back. Who gonna take that deal? Type of one in the chat. What's up, Uber guy? Type of one in the chat if you're gonna take a deal where somebody gonna pass $2,700. Say, hey man, you gonna sign for a $27,000 loan. I take 21, you get 6,000. You dumb as hell, and you got to pay the payments. I wouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't do that. And see that's the thing that's getting me kind of pissed, about this whole situation is I'm sitting here listening to these elected officials, and this is what when Trump was trying to do the stimulus package, he kept going against them because this is why. But see, ignorant motherfuckers that are happy that Trump supposedly, I don't know what's gonna happen, but that are happy that Trump is supposedly gone, your ass about to be in school, okay? Because this is the type of shit I'm talking about. I'm talking about this. I'm like, why the fuck would you pass a damn $2,100 stimulus bill? Like what? $2,700 and then give folks $600 of it, and you take the rest and split it with your cronies. You see what I'm saying? And that's what we got right now. That's what we're dealing with. Let's go.
The CCP has persecuted more than half the people in China. An estimated 60 to 80 million people have died from unnatural causes. This number exceeds the total number of deaths in both world wars combined, and also exceeds the total number of unnatural deaths in every dynasty since the beginning of Chinese history. Behind the CCP slaughters lie a supporting ideology and some practical requirements. Ideologically, the CCP believes in the dictatorship of the proletariat and continuous revolution under the dictatorship of the proletariat. Therefore, after the CCP took over in China, it killed the landowners to resolve problems with production relationships in rural areas. It killed the capitalists to reach the goal of commercial and industrial reform and to solve the issue of so-called production relationships in the cities. Similarly, solving the problems related to the superstructure also called for slaughter. The suppressions of the Hufeng anti-party group and the anti-rightists movement eliminated the intellectuals. The mass murders during the Cultural Revolution established the CCP's absolute leadership The 1989 Tiananmen Square massacre was used to prevent political crisis and to squelch demands for democracy. The persecution of Falun Gong is meant to resolve the problem of having people with traditional beliefs and who practice Qigong. These actions were all necessary for the CCP to strengthen its power and maintain its rule in the face of continual financial crisis, political crisis, and crisis of belief. Except for the Falun Gong issue, almost all the foregoing political movements were utilized to revive the evil specter of the CCP and incite its desire for revolution.
So as you can see, they didn't kill 7-something million people over there. I'm not gonna play the whole thing. I just wanted you guys to see. And this is and so what I'm about to do now is I'm just gonna go into the principles of it, what it is.
The Communist Party. It found a place to stay in China while the national power was deteriorating. Since then, China has faced unprecedented challenges. Everything the CCP has touched has been marred with lies, wars, famine, tyranny, massacre, and terror. Traditional faiths and values have been violently destroyed.
Traditional faiths and values have been violently destroyed. See, you think when you hear this is why when you go to an area like New York and you have a mayor who hates the wealthy. See, I don't have a problem with somebody that's successful. Guys, let me tell you what I do during the day. Lately, I've been watching TJ Millionaire Mentor. I've been watching Q Banks. I've been watching these brothers buy Ferraris. I've been looking at buy me a damn jet, or I also been looking at the Icon A5. I like to look at shit like that. That keep me motivated. I want one of them. I want one of them. Damn it, I want it in a year or two. I don't want it when I'm 70. I want it soon. I want to be successful. So for me, I'm motivated. You get what I'm saying? But they tell you when you buy into the belief that you're never going to make it and you're never going to be successful, then, you know, it's okay to tear down somebody else. It's a crab in the barrel. Actually, I'm going to be straight up with you. I think socialism and communism are just crab in the barrel ass systems of government where you don't want to see a motherfucker rise up. If I can't make it, you can't make it. I will feel good because let me tell you something has to be evil about it. When you wake up in the morning saying, look, I'm eating beans and rice. I'm struggling to make ends meet, but hey, at least my neighbor is too. If that ain't some hating shit, I like to know what it is. That's pure evil. That's jealousy, coveting what the next person got. That's also not taking into account something that people don't want to admit, but I'm gonna just go ahead and say it on my channel. You will hear the truth. Not everybody has the same talent. Not everybody. I give everybody respect and dignity as human beings. You deserve respect as a human being as far as when you say created equal in that regard. But when it comes to talent, when it comes to everything from sexual prowess to basketball to football to understanding money to understanding anything, not everybody has the same work ethic. Therefore, not everybody's going to get the same results. And so this is a problem. This is problematic for me. Let me keep going.
Original ethical concepts and social structures have been disintegrated by force. Empathy, love, and harmony have been twisted into struggle and hatred. Veneration and appreciation of heaven and earth have been replaced by an arrogant desire to fight with heaven and earth. This has resulted in a total collapse of social, moral, and ecological systems, and a profound crisis for the Chinese people and the entire mankind. In the 1990s, the former Soviet Union and Eastern European communist regimes fell one after another, and the formerly blossoming appeal of the communist movement wilted. Barely able to maintain its feeble existence, the Communist Party has become impotent. Under its seemingly powerful and prosperous appearance is a tattered and torn picture of its crumbling end. With the collapse just around the corner, China may soon evolve into a society without the CCP.
Man, look, the whole thing is said. I'm gonna sum it up like this, man. When it comes to communism and what it's about, it's based on certain principles. First of all, the Hegelian dialect. Basically, there are battles between certain forces, And the one that comes out on top is the fittest. They call it survival of the fittest. They love Marxism. Karl Marx invited Charles Darwin in because at the time he was living, it was laughable what he was saying to a lot of scientists based on the scientific method. But they didn't care about that. You know what I'm saying? So they came in, this small head guy said, you know what, this fits. And so based on that whole ideological framework, because see, we think we as black people believe that redistribution of wealth is fair. We think that that's fair, that somebody who actually has a better work ethic. So like, for example, I'm gonna give you a good example. My son sitting behind me. If I bust my ass like I'm trying to do to make sure that he knows how to write and do shit, he's brilliant. If I spend money on him learning how to trade, spend money on him learning real estate, spend money on him doing shit, and I set up my life insurance and something happened to me and I die and he get a large chunk of money that he can't touch until he's 40 years old and he's set up, somebody would come along and look at him and say, you know what? His wealth is inherited. And somehow that makes him immoral because I gave it to him. But ain't that what we all trying to do for our kids? Thank you, Gunnar Dan. Isn't that what we all trying to do? So why is it that if somebody has inherited wealth, we always assume it's slavery? First of all, 90% of millionaires are first generation, so you don't worry about it. Most millionaires ain't got nothing to do with no inherited wealth. You talking about like 6-7% that actually inherited over. If you take inherited anything over $100,000, you're talking about less than 5% that inherited over $100,000. So you're not really talking about people that are really, silver spoon in their mouth people. You know what I'm saying? Most millionaires, most people that are successful, basically are self-made, not necessarily self-made, but are built within the first generation. And so if I become successful and I get where I'm trying to go and I leave my son a lot of wealth and money, you don't have the right, or nobody has the right to come take it from him by the sheer fact that he has it. And that's what socialism pretty much preaches. I don't think that's fair because guess what? You know how much discipline and how much, guys, I'm going to explain something to you. This is going to sound fucked up, but I'm not coming to the guy's defense. I'm going to tell you a story or a fact about this guy. John Rockefeller of Standard Oil, who pretty much would, if he was alive today, would probably be richer than Sam Walton and all of them put together. Like he would be rich as hell, right? Because this guy would own like half of Silicon Valley, a bunch of other companies. He would own a bunch of shit. But anyway, he'd probably be a damn trillionaire. But let me say this. John Rockefeller, when he was in his early 20s, had saved up enough money through discipline to start his own oil, start doing his own oil stuff at like in his 20s. He had $8,000. They taught John Rockefeller, just like, what's his name? Andrew Carnegie. Andrew Carnegie was learning from, I think, Fisk or whatever, it's not Fisk, it's another guy. But he was learning from that guy as a kid. I'm talking about like at 5 and 6 years old, he sat under a railroad magnate guy that taught him a lot of stuff about business. And then he wound up getting into steel. He built bridges and stuff like that. He came up with steel. And that's how he became Andrew Carnegie. And then Rockefeller did the oil thing. Y'all know the history, right? But the thing is, the reason I like to study these guys is because I don't care what you say. As much as we talk about racism, white supremacy, and what was going on at that time, because it wasn't fair for us as black people, I'm not condoning that. But what I will admit is these guys had a lot of skill and talent and discipline to get where they were. And a lot of times when you see people that are successful, you're supposed to study them. I do. I study TJ. I don't watch damn near all the TJ Millionaire Mentor stuff. Today I watch damn near all the Q Banks stuff. I watch a lot of people. When I see a black man going to get a Ferrari and a damn $300,000 Lamborghini and getting it painted in SVC, I'm like, okay, let me see, because he's doing something I ain't doing. Damn that ego shit. I'm gonna see where he at. Maybe I can get there in 10 years. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. But that's the thing. It's like when it comes to socialism, man, I think one of the most evil systems that's ever been created is a socialistic government, because it pretty much tells you, I don't like the fact that you got something I don't got. That's like if you got a woman with a fat ass and a pretty face, because everybody can understand that, right? I'm jealous. I want the woman, so I take her I do something with the government and get the government to come take her from you and put her, give her the, I don't know, take her somewhere else, as long as you ain't got her. Because that's what people are literally saying. Because no, everybody should be upset about this damn bill, period. Not Democrat, not Republican. Everybody. Not everybody's upset. A lot of people don't care. A lot of people are, well, at least I get 600. Like, no, motherfucker, that's money my son gonna have to pay. Our grandkids, our great-great-grandkids gonna have to pay back. And if you're gonna give $2,700, damn it, we should have got about 20, 22, 23, and 300 or 400 for maybe some other stuff. But no, they took it and sliced it up. That was why Trump didn't want to sign the damn thing. That was why, because he knew, he saw all that pork in there. Even Tulsi Gabbard, the Democrat, the good-looking Democrat lady from Hawaii, that was like, she was like, look, man, they gave us 3 hours to read a 5,000-page bill, man. This is irresponsible. This is a Democrat. They can't stand that lady. Actually, she probably one of the Democrats I wouldn't mind getting in there, because I'd be like, you know what? She probably do a lot of stuff I don't like, but at least she seems to be reasonable. Like she got some sense. But my point is this, man, when it comes down to this whole, the government, yeah, well, that mean I didn't raise them right. So if that's your case, that might be what your children do. But that mean they ain't doing my job. If I instill the right principles, I heard that before your grandkids get it in their pockets. But that means that it just depends on how you raise them. If I instill certain principles at an early age, then you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it. I don't believe in just, you get some money, then your grandkids blow it. They say what they say, the grandkids blow it, the kids, the son spends something. The son spends it, the grandkids blow it, something craziness like that. It depends on what I teach and what I say. You know what I'm saying? If I have him indoctrinated with it at a young age and thinking a certain way, and then I provide him with the resources, and tell him, hey, when you have kids, you make sure you tell them this, and this is why this is important. We don't do that. A lot of people don't do. A lot of wealthy people don't. A lot of people just let their kids get ready. A lot of times, man, knock on wood, because kids are hard headed and they do what they want to do. But a lot of times in life, man, when kids go the wrong way, a lot of times it's because their parents just sat and watched TV and didn't teach them shit. And never really told them why, the importance of. When you see a child that is ultra Democrat, and they say, well, my parents are conservative or Republican, but I disagree, then you didn't instill certain principles. Now, they might come back to it later, but a lot of times I've seen people be in their 40s and 50s still super Democrat, and their parents was Republican. But you'd be like, why? Well, when they were young, were you talking to them? No. So a lot of times with kids, have conversations with them, build that relationship with them so you can talk to them, and they'll tell you how they think and how they see the world. But a lot of times what we do is we'll come home, cut the TV on. It's just reality. Well, that's your reality, fam, not mine. Anyway, it is what it is. So, and like I said, I think, and that's the thing, like when somebody says they're going to do something positive, they're looking to do something for their children, they're trying to raise them. Don't tell them that their children he ain't going to do that shit. He going to fuck it off. That sounds like some hating shit to me. Be straight up with you. Not trying to start no shit, but that's what you sound like a hate. To be straight up with you. Telling me that my child going to fuck up some money. Like, so you telling me I ain't going to teach him shit? Like, that's damn near an insult. The way I look at it. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't mad about that shit, because I know you don't know me. You don't know what you're talking about. So it isn't in person. But the point, what was the original point? I was making a point about the whole point I was trying to make was I just don't think that black people are really thinking when it comes to this shit, when it comes to what's going on, what's coming down the pipe, what we need to be prepared for. I think, yeah, good point, brother. Good point. Black kids that little money we never taught, wealth generation. All they know is how to spend money. Exactly, which is what a lot of rich kids grow up doing. If your child grow up expecting to have $300 shoes every 2 weeks, then yeah. You know what I'm saying? If your child grow up expecting to have thousands of dollars spent on him every Christmas, and that's just normal, and that's what's supposed to happen, and then one Christmas he get $700 spent and he throwing a tantrum, and you don't choke the shit out of him when he do that. Cause see, I grew up getting $150 for me for Christmas. I'm talking about that's clothes, toys, everything. $150. So I wish, you know what I'm saying? I had to split with my sister because she's a little older than me. So my old you know, and we didn't have a lot of money coming our way. So we had to split $300, $400 be the whole damn Christmas. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Agree with that. I agree with that. They are being taught that. They are being taught that. I think a lot of people, commercialism has taken over, but it's our fault if we let it consume us. It's our fault. I don't hold nobody responsible but us as parents and individuals. If I let commercialism consume me, I'll never be successful in business. I'll never be successful in anything. In fact, when I did get some money, when I was flipping houses, that's what messed me up. I know it was spending habits. Wasn't no racism, white supremacy. That's why you don't hear a lot of that on my channel. Usually, when a black person has done something, you don't hear them talking about racism, white supremacy as much. You just don't. Not that they won't, but you won't hear it as often because they'll been out there and been busy with white folks. White folks will help you make money. If you come talking to white folks about $1, they don't care. Most of them don't. They like, how much? Yeah, let's do it. They don't care. They do not care. White boys do not care. They no, it's racist. Like, nah, white boys ain't studying that shit. Them white boys trying to make a dollar. If you show most of them, now I've seen them older, rich ones that got money that don't give a fuck, that will lose money and be like, I don't give a damn, like that type. I've been around that type of racism too, but younger, normal, average white people on the street, if you come to them and you talking business, they with the shit. They with it. They with it. They not with no bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. What's up? What's up? What's up, real deal? You know, let's see what he's saying. White people and other non-blacks don't want blacks to make it. I really don't think they give a shit about us making it. I ain't trying. I only think these folks giving a. I think we care. We on the internet talking about our shit, but I don't think them folks give a fuck about us. I don't think the average Joe Blow in the middle of America who works at a factory, white guy drives a truck, gives a shit about a black man making some money. I think he only cares about his situation. As long as it don't stop him, he don't give a shit. He don't. I don't think. I think when you say don't want to make it, I think black people don't want to make. I'm just being straight up. I don't think we want to make it half the time. Like people got mad at Jared Kushner when he said that, but I'm like, shit, he got a point though. He shouldn't have said it. I agree with that, but you know what I'm saying? I just don't think he was really wrong about it. What's up? What's up? Do the average white person support reparations for black? No, they don't. They don't support. Most of them don't support reparations. That's different. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I think you could formulate a certain way. Just because they don't support reparations don't mean they're sitting out here like, I want to see you niggas not make it. No, they don't give a fuck. I don't think that. I don't think the average white person, and this is a worldview question, really. I don't think the average white person is walking out here like, how can I stop this nigger from making money? They don't give a fuck. You think they got time for that shit? Now, am I saying that culturally there are certain things that they see as a white person and they feel a certain kindred spirit with another white person when they see them, and that allows them to, they may feel more comfort around white people. Yeah, but it's the same for black folks. You know what I'm saying? So it's not, I don't think that can be seen as discrimination. Goodbye, brother. You hate coons. Okay, good. I see you. Goodbye. See, that's an ignorant motherfucker that don't know shit. See what I'm saying? You don't know what the fuck you talking about. You gonna come on here and call me a coon? Stay your monkey ass up. I knew when I saw this red, black, and green on here that you was on some bullshit anyway. A lot of them niggas that got that red, black, and green. Look, I'm pro-black than a motherfucker, but I'm a coon. See what I'm saying? This is why we never make it. Ignorant people, ignorance, stupidity. You know what I'm saying? Stupidity. I can't stand niggas that so just because you disagree with me and we have a different worldview. I say, hey man, I don't think the white man is out here trying to hold me back. You a coon. You a coon. Nigga, fuck you. Bitch ass. Get your ass off my channel, bitch. Don't ever come back. As I was saying, why I was so rudely called a coon for just saying I don't think I've been out here. I bet you that motherfucker ain't never ran a lemonade stand. Out here talking about white folks. Let me explain something to y'all. I'm a coon, right? So in 2003, I got my first house, right? It was a company out of Birmingham. I had a student loan, little money left over. I wrote it there, put down like 1,500. Had my first house. I was financed, right? Now they would charge me like 13%, right? But fuck it, I'm happy. I'm in the game. I'm doing real estate. I had a duplex, right? Man, that damn house took me 2 years to finish. When I finished that house, I made $20,000. Let me tell you how I got there. My dad, God rest his soul, had been working with a white guy by the name of George. He had been working with that white guy since the damn late 70s, since I was a yay hot, right? And so my dad saw what I was trying to do. He said, all right, son, I tell you what. You know what I'm saying? I know George will throw you a loan. Let me talk to him, see if he'll do something. You know what I'm saying? Because my dad was coming there helping me with this stuff. But he was like, he ain't got no money for materials and stuff. And I'm at the bookstore reading shit every day because I ain't know some of the shit I didn't know. But I was like, I seen my dad fix a house up with like $5,000. It wasn't them for dad, because he had them skills. I didn't. So dad took me in there. We sat down. George was like, oh, okay, so you trying to make some money, huh? He laughed and he said, all right, I tell you what, go out there to Mason Lumber, call them, and whatever you need, you just tell them to put it on my construction tab. Now, this is a white guy worth probably $20-30 million, right? So I go out there to Mason Lumber. I tell them I need this much sheetrock. I need it dropped off. They brought me the sheetrock. They bought me my damn paint. They bought me everything I needed. That shit came to like $4,600. They brought it all over there. I got a dude. He gave me like I think George. No. He gave me $5,000 altogether, but the materials was like probably like 30 something. I gave the dude like $1,400. Dude in a week knocked my shit out. My shit was on the market, done in like a week. See what I'm saying? Now, is that a white man? That white man worth millions of dollars. Is he sitting around like, I want to see this nigga make money? He didn't give a fuck. He didn't give a shit. It was just, I ain't trying to be funny. He wiped his ass for $5,000. It wasn't into him. He just did it on the strength. He knew my dad. Now, am I saying, oh my God, white people love black people? No, well, he could have been racist. I don't know. But I don't sit around. One thing I don't do, what you won't see and what you won't hear on my channel, is this weak ass, victim ass mentality that a lot of niggas got. The white man want to stop us. He want to hold us back. And these white folks don't give a fuck about niggas, man. They already think we fucked up. I'm just being straight up. Niggas are immobilized, okay? You're not a factor to most white. Like a white kid ain't thinking, damn, I gotta study hard because I gotta beat out Junebug for this scholarship to Stanford. No, he's worried about Habib and Wendy Wu or some shit. The Asian and the Indian. That's what he worried about. He ain't worried about our black ass. He might be worried about that African. He might worry about the African immigrant or the Caribbean immigrant, but shit, he ain't worried about our black ass descendants of slaves. Hell no. So, it's just, that's the thing. It's like when I try to talk to black folks and try to tell us some shit to help them, you can't tell niggas shit. All you gotta do, hey man, man, this, that. Man, you a coon. No, man, I ain't saying that. I'm just saying I disagree. We got different worldview. Some people think every morning when they wake up that there's some white man sitting in a room plotting. How can I stop niggas? How can I stop niggas? How can I stop niggas? Me, I'm like, man, white boys don't stun your ass, man. Real talk. I'm telling you from being in corporate America. Am I saying that they don't think certain things? Yes. Those are separate. I'm not saying that when I walk in the room as a black man, that they don't think certain things about me. I'm not saying that in certain instances when they make up their mind they don't like you, they're going to try to fuck you. I tell my students all the time. But when it comes to the average Joe Blow on the street, I don't think they give a shit. They really don't. I know we think in this space that white folks are so focused on us. We think we're so fucking important because we're so powerful, right? Because we're God, right? That's how we talk. That's how them Hotep niggas talk anyway. The black man is God. So we think we God, but the white man ain't studying your ass. He got all the wealth. And he know he can come take any damn thing he want from your ass. It's like taking candy from a baby. So why is he worried about black folks? Black folks are immobilized, okay? We're fucking joke. We're the laughing stock of the world. Right now, we begging for sympathy. And I bet you the hotel dude that called me a coon co-signs niggas like Colin Kaepernick, bitching, somebody he want the team, they want the team owners to give money. And all these damn professional athletes making millions of dollars, kneeling, right? Kneeling for the national anthem. I bet you like, yeah, you holding your damn fists up in ignorance, not understanding what the hell that means. What's up, y'all? You know what I'm saying? You holding your damn fists up, talking about power to the people, right? Ignorant to the motherfucker. And you call it coming on my channel trying to call me a coon. I'm sorry. I just don't like when niggas just label people coons because explain to me why I'm a coon. Nigga, don't unsubscribe. Tell me why I'm a coon. You should have said, hey man, let me get the link. I'll tell you why. No, you come on, you a coon. Bitch, fuck you. No damn coon. I'm a black man that gives a fuck. I'm a black man that gives his time to try to help black people get jobs making 6 figures. And I'm a coon though, because I don't think white people are fucking out to get me. Let me explain something to you. What was I watching? I've been watching shit. What was I watching? Damn it. Let me explain something to you, man. In life, right? When you try to do any fucking thing in life, just hear me out. If you're trying to do something and people see you, because guess what, guys? That guy that gave me that $5,000, guess how he did it? After I took my black ass up there to Birmingham, put down my money, I wasn't asking for shit. I was trying to read, study. I'm trying to save. I'm trying to pay the mortgage. I'm paying for insurance, struggling, right? But I felt like, you know what? This is my chance. I was happy as hell too. Broke in the motherfucker, struggling, but happy because I knew I had a chance once I bought that house. I said, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. It took me 2 years. Plenty of people was like, man, sell it, man. You ain't got the money. You done bit off more than you can chew. There's a lot of work in this house. This, that. But let me tell you something, man. It's just like when you got a car and you see a motherfucker on the side of the road in a hot summer day trying to push a car and somebody going to stop and help your ass push that car. And that's usually how the universe works, how God created this, plane of existence. When you get out here, you get off your ass and you do something, you really will find a lot of times that it isn't racism that is your biggest factor. It's probably your own lack of discipline, self-doubt, shit like that. That's really what, you know what I'm saying? That's really what stops a lot of people in business. Self-doubt. A lot of black folks are afraid to get off their ass and go do shit. And they'd rather I can sleep at night knowing or feeling as though I've been wronged by oppression. The white man has me oppressed. You know what I'm saying? And so this is where this shit come from with these videos. When you see a motherfucker out there, you slap the cop, spit on him, pissed on him, crazy shit. Then when the cop pull his gun out and shoot his ass, oh my God, the black man, oh this. I was like, man, get the fuck out of here. Like, not to say cops is, trust me, I'm not a fan of cops. But you get what I'm saying. I'm not gonna just make up some shit. I'm not gonna get angry every video I see a cop whooping somebody's ass. I'm just not. I'm sorry. I guess that makes me a coon too then. Because I'm a coon because I don't support every nigga I see on the street. Every dope boy out there with his pants hanging off his ass. If he getting his ass whooped, I hate to say it, the shit then got so fucked up now, I'd be like, what did he do? That's the first thing I ask. What's up, Clockwork, man? I've been busy, man. First thing I ask when I see a nigga that's getting fucked up by the police, what did this nigga do? I know that sounds fucked up. But, at the end of the day, you got to be like, you know what? I see why you said that. Because a lot of these niggas out here ain't shit. I'm just being straight up. They ain't. So, yeah, call me. I'll be the coon all day. This nigga that took me off. I hate motherfuckers that just, I know I'll run circles around the ass in the debate. I know I would. I'm not even worried, like intimidated by a motherfucker that'll call me a coon and then can't sit up here and understand where I'm coming from. A lot of times in life, when you're trying to get to results, you're going to have to find that your ass going to have to get outside of your fucking community. Okay, let me show y'all something. I know y'all like, what this got to do? It's off on a tangent, but I want to show y'all something because I want y'all to see what, a lot of times, man, you get your mind, it's a lot of shit you won't see in life or know about or be aware of until you open up your mind to other possibilities of what could be. You know what I'm saying? So I watch shit like this. Like, I'm looking at buying me one of these motherfuckers. Like, I like shit like this. You be able to just hop in the plane and go down to Temple when it's cold. Like, man, it's going to be 40 degrees. Fuck it. Let's go to Temple this weekend. $70 worth of gas, we there. You know what I'm saying? I like shit like that. 2 hours, hour and a half, 2 hour flight, I'm there. I like shit like this. But you know what? What you don't see in these videos is black folks. You don't. So a lot of times we don't get exposed to shit because we stay in certain spaces. And we do, you know, that's what I've been doing lately. That's why I hadn't been making videos. I've been up in the other shit, learning, watching how other people live their life and be like, damn, that's how I want to live that life one day. I want to be like this. I want to be able to travel and do shit like this and not just be so focused on trying to be what you so I can't live. See, when I'm thinking like this, I know this is gonna sound real condescending, but I gotta say it. When I'm thinking like this, right? When I'm on my mind on shit like this, you know how small-minded you look when you call me a coon. When I'm thinking, man, I want to travel the world. This ain't all I want, man. Don't think this. I just want the little cheap one. This the cheap one. I really want some other shit. I want a jet, but you know, jet you talking about maintenance and this is like my starter plane I'm gonna get. You know what I'm saying? This is just a little starter just to get started. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm just a little something just to get my feet wet. But I'm getting into the jet game in a minute when I really get my money right. But at first, hell yeah, I'm gonna do this. This is where I'm trying to go. You know what I'm saying? They down there in South Beach, they go down there to Miami. That's what they do. But this is when you're thinking like this, and then you come around somebody and you thinking like you trying to see how you can maneuver financially to be able to buy one of these comfortably and not hurting. And I'm talking about cash because it's still $350,000. But if you try to maneuver to be able to buy one of these comfortably and not struggle with it, and you know you done made $600,000 in a year, so you like, I know damn well I can do it. I believe I can. So I'm trying to soak that game up. You get what I'm saying? I'm trying to soak the game up, and so I can learn. So when I'm on the internet, the guys I'm listening to, this guy right here, I love this boy channel, man. I heard about him, but I love watching his stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because he knows his stuff. He's a Forex trader. So I'm like, damn, you know what? So I kind of, you know, and I'm not trying to, you know, recruit people to join the brother's channel. Y'all see, look how you riding. On the side, something over. Look how you riding. Let me show you how you getting down. Show you how you getting down. Look at that. This is how you get down. Both of them here. He owned both of them. So my mind on shit like this, I'm like, how did he get there? What's up, ABL? So you know what I'm saying? That's exactly what I would do, is use it for business. But this is my thing, though. I'm looking at shit like this. I'm looking at shit like this. I ain't got time to be around here focused on what a nigga think if I'm a coon or not. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got time for that. This dude right here, TJ Millionaire Mentor. This brother here, I've been watching all his stuff. Great quality content. But this dude right here, you know what I'm saying? I've been all over his channel. He talked to people with Lamborghinis and different stuff like that. I love this dude channel. You know what I'm saying? He got a Ferrari. He had bought a Ferrari. So he got the SVT Roadster, SVJ. And then he got a, where's the, here it is right here, Portofino. So he got the Portofino Ferrari. I mean, you know, dude on it, man. You see what I'm saying? So I watch shit like this. And look, I'm not saying what's up. But my thing is this though. What's up, Erica? My thing is this: when people come in your comment section, oh, you a coon. I don't wake up in the morning assuming the white man is out to get me, so I'm a coon. I'm sitting here looking at things I want in life. I want this. So this, look, am I in love? No, I'm not. I mean, I don't love money, but what I'm saying is, it's okay to be motivated by that. And in order to do that, you got to change your surroundings. If all your friends labeling niggas coons, you probably got a wrong set of friends. I'm just being straight up. Sometimes you need to challenge your way of thinking. Sometimes you need to kick the tires on this whole white supremacy shit. You just maybe. Sometimes maybe it ain't that some white man, as soon as you walk outside, get in. Like it ain't nothing. These white folks ain't studying our ass. They ain't studying black folks. You know what I'm saying? Still acting like it. Yeah, they do, man. They acting like it's the 60s. My thing is this, man. If you're not being stretched by the people that you watch, like Erica Williams, watch people like that girl. I love to watch her stuff. I don't come in all the time, but you got to watch people's stuff, watch people's content that stretch your mind and have you thinking a certain way, have you looking at things a certain way. A lot of people ain't even talking about this damn stimulus check. This is a slap in the face. $600. First of all, I'm not, look, man, even before I got into IT, even before I made any type of money whatsoever, if you'd have gave me $600, I still would have said, man, that ain't that much money, man. Even, I'm talking about at 22, I'd have said that. $600? Come on, dude. Minimum wage right now is what? $7, $8? So you looking at shit, you get a job for what? $15 an hour, you can make $600 in a week. You can make that waiting on tables. That's nothing. You think I'm gonna wait on the government out of 12 months, a damn near pandemic? You give me what, $1,800 total? Man, you make that in a month. I'm talking about part-time waiting on tables. You'll make what they paid us in stimulus package. They're just working Friday nights and Saturdays, waiting on tables at a restaurant. Shoot, one restaurant, you might make that in a night. The one I got took to for my birthday. Shout out to my lady. But that's what I'm saying. What's it, STK? You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about, man, a lot of us, man, we don't really, we watch these people and we listen to them talk, and you know what I'm saying? A lot of times you got, what spaces are you in? What's being put in your mind? Because this is why people can come sell to you redistribution of wealth, and you think that's a fair thing. Because you yourself, deep inside, if you're for the redistribution of wealth, you also have to accept a lie that it is your God-given lot in life to live a mediocre life. You have to. Only then could you accept somebody saying they're gonna take something from somebody that's successful and give it to you. Because that's literally crab in the barrel, right? I don't want to see that nigga get out. Take it from him. Give it to me. And so politicians stand up like Bill de Blasio and AOC and all these different people standing up talking about they're gonna take money from people. And look, I'm not tripping. I don't really believe in I don't believe in just taking money like that from the government if I can help it. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you messed up, yeah, take the 600. But at the end of the day, I just don't see how that's really going to. Because most people, if you hurt me, $600 ain't gonna do nothing. That's just an emotional feel good for Christmas. That's all that is. That's not $600 ain't gonna make you a week. The average person, they not even gonna make it a week. They can't pay their rent. You barely can pay your rent in Alabama with $600. I mean, you can, but depending on where you at, you know what I'm saying. But still, rent, no, you're in the hood in Alabama for $600. Now, mortgage, that's different because that's almost $100,000 house. But thank you, Johnny. Thank you. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? But let me say this, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. But a lot of times, man, we don't really think, man. I'm like, I wasn't thinking about getting by on a damn airplane, but I'm thinking, shit, I want a plane. I do. I ain't trying to be funny. I know I only know one black man that's even talk like that. Well, two. I got my brother, and then this other dude I know that got his license. He got his damn license. He ain't playing. So I said, man, I called him. I said, man, how much it cost for that license? I might need to start taking some flight lessons so I can get my own plane. Because I'm dead serious about this shit. If it's just a little $40,000 Cessna 172, and them mugs, they'll do 200 miles an hour. You know what I'm saying? You go get you one of them. But I don't want no Cessna. I want that one I showed you. This Icon is slower, but I want it. I'm gonna tell you why. This plane doesn't stall. Like if it's stall free, so it won't stall. A lot of times when plane crashes happen, turn it down, boo. A lot of times when plane crashes happen, it's because the plane stalled. And when it stalls, it'll literally turn off, stop going. It'll literally just fall straight out the sky, like just fall, and you have to kind of try to recover it. You don't have to worry about that with these. This mug, they turn it off. I done watched a bunch of videos. They'll turn that mug off, and it'll be just coasting. You know what I'm saying? So that's the type of stuff I want, and it lands on water and land. So I want something like this. Got a built-in parachute. The cockpit is beautiful. Let me see the cockpit. The cockpit got like digital little readings on outputs and stuff like that. So you can see all that stuff. See here, that's the cockpit. I want the one with the autopilot too. But you see there? So that it does. It has a parachute as well. Parachute is here it is. So it got a built-in parachute too. So it got everything. You know what I'm saying? It's $350. So I mean, you get to a certain level. I don't know how fast it takes for this to deploy, but you at like 1,500 feet, you might need to, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, but if it's moving, it won't just drop straight out at 1,500 feet. It don't do that. So that's where I'm at with it. You know what I'm saying? So That's what I want, man. So this got me at a different mentality right now as far as what I'm looking for, what I'm looking to try to accomplish, what I'm looking to try to achieve in the next year coming up. And actually, no, it's not a Glide, it's an actual plane. It's a light sport plane, like what they call light sport. You don't necessarily need a pilot's license, but I would advise you to take it. For this one, you don't, because it's so light. It's like 1,500 pounds. But I just that's the thing, and the reason I'm saying all this because I had somebody kind of derailed this video coming here talking about I'm a coon, I'm gonna unsubscribe. That's the thing. Like a lot of times, the people that's running around here trying to be the coon police and label who's a coon and who's not, look at their lives. A lot of times, a lot of them are fucking losers living with their mom, or a lot of them are hadn't really achieved shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can get a part. Yeah, you can go get a license easy, man. It probably take. I mean, it's gonna cost you about 5,000, but you can do it over the time of like 18 months, so you won't really feel it. You know what I'm saying? In private classes in Texas, right? Oh, you are? Okay. I want to get a jet, but I just the maintenance, man. I mean, that's the only. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't even be looking at this. I see jets for like 400. You know, like used, obviously, but still, I see like Lear jets and like the Cessna jets and stuff. I saw a Cessna jet for like 500, 400, something like that. But the maintenance, I mean, you look at from what I heard, it's almost like $20,000 a month to doing it over 7 times. Oh, that's great. That's great. Make a video about that. And maybe you did. I didn't see it, but make a video about that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I was looking at. Was going up here to the DeKalb Peachtree Airport and just taking the license. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, me too. That's what it's funny you say road guys. That's exactly what I did. But I want this. I got an exact price. I want everything. I got it specced out, everything. I want this, and then I want that damn Ferrari. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want. I want the Ferrari. I want the Lamborghini. That's what I want, man. I want a lot out of life. I want to be successful. You know what I'm saying? Not just successful like where people can say, hey, he's successful, but successful like I did what I wanted to do. That's what success is to me. What do you want to do? Because I think I've been successful for the most part in most everything I've ever tried to do in life. From basketball to real estate to modeling. Everything I want to do, I did. You know what I'm saying? So, but you know, don't, you know, watch who you listen to, watch who you get your advice from. Because a lot of times people will have you out here, you know what I'm saying? People will have you out here thinking a certain way, living a certain lifestyle that's beneath where you really are supposed to be. Because unrealized potential is one of the biggest problems we have in our community, I think, to be completely honest with you. Unrealized potential, Black people not living out to the fullest of their lives, not taking advantage of opportunity. Dude, Q Banks is from Jamaica. Q Banks, I listened to him talk. He said, man, I came here as a kid. I didn't have a green card. He said the day he got a green card, he went and applied to 10, 15 different jobs. He said he wanted to work. He said out his mouth, he said, I'm not going to let the opportunity of America slip through my fingers. I'm going to take advantage of everything there is to offer in this country because there are a lot of opportunities. Now, why is it that somebody can Black, kinky hair, can come from Jamaica and got that mentality? And this cat, he probably ain't even 30. He's worth millions. And we sitting up here like, damn, you know, man, this white man, like that dude saying the white man don't want us to succeed. You think I give a fuck about a white man trying to stop me? He ain't trying to be funny. This is gonna sound crazy. Technically, could a white man stop me? Yeah, they could probably lie and show up at the door if he a cop and say I killed somebody or something. They can lie and just ruin my whole life. They could Bill Cosby if they felt like it, right? But that being said, outside of that happening, I don't think a white man can stop me. You would have to Bill Cosby me to railroad me. Other than that, you wouldn't stop. I don't wait. One thing, and I told my friends this in college, and they got mad because I remember this debate. I said, "Ain't no white man gonna stop me from doing nothing I want to do." Oh, they only gonna let you get as far as they want you. Like shit, that's you. That's the rules you gonna live by. I ain't letting fight. You crackers ain't gonna stop me from doing nothing. You know, I just watched that movie with The boy that died that played Black Panther that was on Netflix. I forgot the name of it. Him and whatever the name of it. It was a blues thing he was doing. And he talked about how he was like, yeah, you kissing the white man butt. And he had a scene where he walked in and he was like, man, white man did this and did that, and he raped his mom and stuff. And he was talking about what happened. And he was like, man, don't ever think I'm a sucker just because I'm smiling and doing what I got to do. Because he was talking about his dad, how his dad went back and killed 3 of the dudes that raped his wife. On the four of them. I think he killed 4 out of 8. He killed 4 of them, and they caught him and killed him. But he was like, his dad, when he left the town, was smiling the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah. He sold the land to one of the dudes that raped him. But he was coming back. Ma Rainey's. Yeah, that's it. Man, I was like, damn. That was a deep ass scene. I hate rest in peace, brother. But I hate to see the brother dead. But that was a hell of a movie he did. But that scene when he made it, I thought about that because there's always what I think is really dismissive of a lot of black people that have come a lot of areas, come a lot successful in life, is to call them coons. A lot of times, the ones that you call coons, like a Stephen A. Smith, you might want to listen to. You don't just become Stephen A. Smith. You know what I'm saying? So it was obviously something that Jason Whitlock, that's another brother who gets called a coon. But when I saw him on Hotel Jesus, I was like, well, he ain't no coon. You know what I'm saying? This brother ain't no coon. I listened to this brother. He made a good point. But in life, man, I'm telling you, being successful, sometimes you're going to have to do self-assessment, self-actualization, and look at yourself. And black people don't want to do that a lot of times. You want to look at it from a perspective of, I'm oppressed, and the white man is doing this, and the white man is doing that. Man, look, everything you're saying, you could actually find incidents of happening today to black individuals. But to just say that you yourself as an individual, when you walk out the door, had you bust your ass and worked hard, you telling me you won't get ahead. Is that what you're saying? Because if you believe that, I feel sorry for you because you got a miserable ass life. And secondly, I want to see you do it. I tell you what, if that's the case, do it. Show me. Bust your ass, spend 2 hours a night studying, and show me you won't get a scholarship. I bet you'll get one. I bet you'll get a scholarship. Full ride to probably damn near any school you want to go to, because you'll be competing with the Asians if you put in 2 hours a night. I bet you would. And if you go and bust your ass at college, at some Ivy League school, and you major in finance, I bet you the money, if you bust your ass, you get out with a 3.9 GPA, I guarantee you, if you apply to Goldman Sachs, the job paying $250,000. First of all, you're gonna get an internship at Google before your ass is out of your freshman year. You're gonna already be getting internships at some of the most coveted places in the country. So I guarantee you, I challenge any of these dudes that's out here talking about racism is why they where they at, to actually bust their ass and work hard. And you think it's, and then that's why they always shaming people when they say, here you go with that damn, pull yourself up by your bootstraps, respectability politics bullshit. And see, when I hear a nigga say something like that, I get off his channel. I shut down. I just don't want to hear shit he got to say, because that's a dumb motherfucker. You call it respectability politics. I call it the shit your grandmama told you. Hard work and dedication. Smile when you see people. Smile. Say, hey, how you doing? Show your teeth. What they say, you can get more. What you say, you can get more bees with honey. You know what I'm saying? Smile. Say, hey, how you doing? Come in and speak to everybody. Don't be angry all the fucking time. You see what I'm saying? Little shit like that makes all the difference in the world, guys. It really does. You know what I'm saying? Bust your ass. Understand who you are as an individual. Work hard. I'm going to show y'all something in a second. Like, put time in, study, success, man. Study that shit. Because that's what it's going to take for us as a people to get our shit together. It's going to take that level of dedication. Let me show y'all. I'm going to show y'all something in a second. I'm going to show y'all something. So, let me see. So, I'm going to show you. I'm going to share my screen. So, I went to Gallup, and I took a Gallup Clifton strength test just to see what I am and what type of talents I have, and these are my talents: restorative, futuristic, ideation, consistency, and context. And so, these are just things that I try to learn about myself so I can say, okay, where could I be successful? how am I built mentally to be successful? Like these are just little things you might want to do, and you can go take this test. I think it was like $100. You know what I'm saying? But they gave me a bunch of other stuff too. They didn't just give me that. They gave me a little breakdown. Where is it? It's a visual. Where's that thing at? I think this is it. No, this ain't it. I think this is it. See there? So I mean, and this is all of them. This is my top 10. You know what I'm saying? Restorative, all the way down, adaptability, communication, competition, intelligence, significance. These are just things you might want to do. You might want to study because you want to know who you are as a person. You know what I'm saying? This tells you, okay, why you succeed using restorative. So this is my number one trait. Then it gives you all this. And I hadn't read it in a while. I need to go look at it again. Watch out for blind spots, different things like that. Futuristic. This, I just showed y'all this, so you know I'm futuristic, right? So that might be my trait. I'm probably futuristic. It says you are inspired by the future and what could be. You energize others with your visions of the future. That's futuristic. These personalized strengths or insights, insights are specific to your cliff. It says because of your strengths, you regularly pause to envision what you want to accomplish in the coming months, years, and decades. I didn't make this. I didn't write this, but this is my second trait, top 10. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna go through all of them, but success, man, is intentional, people. Success is intentional. I don't think that. I think some people have it easier than others. Now you can talk about that and say, hey, it's easier for this white kid from the suburbs who has two parents in the household versus this black kid from the projects with a single mom. Yeah, it is. I'll be a fool to sit up there and say, well, no, they're on the same playing field. That's the shit that you'll project on me. I never said that. No, it's gonna be harder for that black kid coming from a single parent home to be successful as the white kid whose dad is the president of a bank and his mom is a lawyer. I know a cat who I'm describing named Will. His ass is a lawyer. When we were kids, his dad was the president of a bank. His mom was she owned some big ass company. And he's white boy, played basketball. And I mean, me and him made it to the one-on-one championship at Auburn University, Montgomery. And I pushed him and he fell and hit his elbow. And everybody had a fit because he was just beloved by everybody. And it was a big ass commotion about that shit. They said I tried to hurt him, which I wasn't trying to hurt him. I just had a bad habit of pushing people when they beat me off the dribble. And he just, he failed. I wasn't trying to hurt him though. You know what I'm saying? So as that being said, he's a lawyer now. I'm sure now I don't know where he is in relative to me, but I think I overachieved like a motherfucker. I ain't gonna say overachieved. Hell, I ain't done what I should be doing, to be honest with you. But I just don't. I don't. You know what I'm saying? I just don't believe in. You're stuck in a certain spiel in life. Man, you can do what you want to do in life. I'm not one of them types of people. I'm very optimistic. Maybe that's just me. Even though I'm mad about the presidency and all this stuff that went on, I'm still optimistic about my future. And I'm trying to make moves and decisions to set myself up and my family up so that everybody can be good. You know what I'm saying? And I think we owe it to ourselves and to do that, to put ourselves in a position of power so we'll be able to make decisions, man. It might take years, but hell, I'm prepared to put them years in. What do you have right now that you know is going to take 5 years for you to master that you're working on right now? That you say, I've been working on it for 2 years. All I got is 3 more. Like, do you have something? Or are you just going through life waiting on a $600 stimulus check? Because you'll be just like the people we saw in Katrina waiting on the roofs for the helicopter to come save them. That's who you are. You're just doing it in life. You just ain't had a Katrina happen yet. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be that guy waiting on the proverbial roof. You want to be the guy, just watching on TV on a yacht somewhere because you saw it coming. And he was like, you know what? I took my plane and we flew. We saw the hurricane coming. We got in our plane. We flew on up out of there before it hit 2 days earlier. You know what I'm saying? That's how it worked. You know what I'm saying? So, guys, I'm going to go, man. I got that damn Marvin Gaye playing down there. They've been playing all day. Anyway, man, y'all have a good one. Let me say this, man. Hold on. Before I do that, let me go back. Let me go back. I got one thing I want to play for y'all before I leave. Because this was some deep stuff, man. This was deep. Let me see. It was from I was riding back the other day from Alabama when I went down to see my mom Sunday. Went there and gave her gifts and stuff. But there was a video that Steve Harvey had, and it was deep, man. So let's see what we got. I think God's grace, perfect teaching moments. Wake up, imagination. Right, here it is. Here it is. Check this out.
I'm gonna give you two things that I want you to do. If you do these two things, it will transform your life. I'm a motivational speaker when I'm not doing this, and the reason I do really well as a motivational speaker because I know what I'm talking about. You know, you looking at somebody been at the bottom before. So I'm not like some rich dude whose mama and them had some money and gave me some money. Now I'm telling y'all how to get over. No, I'm gonna tell you how to get over because I've been under. I'm gonna tell you how to get up because I've been down. I'm gonna tell you how to finish because I got off to a bad start. Now I'm about to tell you two things. Now listen to me. What I'm about to tell you, this is for spiritual people only. If you're not a spiritual person, this ain't for you. If you don't believe in God, this ain't finna do nothing for you. But I didn't know you was coming, so I have no other version. This is only people who have a faith. You ain't got to be no like born again Christian or nothing like that. You got to know that God is God. If you understand that, I can help you from here. I'm gonna give you two things that can change your life. It's two scriptures that changed my entire life. It's very simple. The cool thing about what I'm finna tell you is anybody can do it. This is what I'm finna tell you. See, I'm not finna talk to you about no education because I ain't got one. I flunked out of school. I had a severe stuttering problem. I couldn't talk outside my house. I ain't do well in school ever. I ended up flunking out of school. I'm on my third marriage. I lost everything I've owned twice. I've been homeless and lived in the car for 3 years. I'm finna tell you what I know. This ain't no fancy rich boy answer, no theories, no. You ain't got to buy no program to do this. You ain't got to go sign up. I'm telling you right now, what I'm finna tell you, if you apply it right now, can change your existence. Because everybody I know want to be happy. Everybody I know want to be successful. If you don't want them two things, there's something wrong with you anyway. So now here, there is a scripture that I'm going to give you. It's a very small scripture. It's very short. I don't even know where it is in the Bible. Somebody probably know it if I say it, but I'm going to give it to you. This scripture changed my life. You have not because you ask not.
Matthew.
Do you have any idea how major those words are for you? You have not because you ask not. It's such a simple scripture, but it's in your Bible. It ain't just in rich people's Bible. It's in the same copy you got. You have not because you ask not. This is the truest statement you'll hear me say today. Because it's true. Most people don't have the life of their dreams because you don't ask God for the life of your dreams. You've been trying to figure it out and handle it yourself. Well, how that's working out for you? You know how hard that is to do, man? Because I did it. I did it for 30-some years. I tried to figure it out myself. Man, the simple scripture says, you have not because you ask not. If you up your ask, he automatically ups his give. You his child. God created you. He made you. You ain't just here by no accident. You ain't here because of your mama and daddy. Where your mom and daddy come from? Somebody started this whole thing. God created you. He gave you these little simple things you could do. You have not because you ask not. Second reason people don't have what they want, I'm gonna be through with you. They don't have it written down. This is a very, very important piece to success. It's a principle of success. Every wealthy person knows this. I don't know nobody wealthy don't have a vision board. I don't know nobody wealthy don't have their stuff written on a piece of paper. I don't know nobody. I know a lot of people doing good. We have discussed it at great lengths. They've showed me some of their vision boards that I had to go back and change mine. I went, whoa, whoa, whoa. But you got to have a vision board. It's got to be written down. You know why? Because that's a scripture too. Habakkuk 2:2. Go, I know where this one at. Habakkuk 2:2. Go home and read that one. It says, write the vision and make it plain so that he who reads it will run to it. And even though it tarry, that means take a long time, wait for it. For surely it will come at an appointed time. Man, I'm telling you real now. What I'm telling you works. This ain't no magic trick. If you up your ass and you write everything you want from God on a piece of paper, now here's the exercise I want you to do. This gonna trip you out. Write everything you want from God on a piece of paper. Be as detailed as you can. Write it down. The object for you is to write down 300 things. Because I know 300 things that you could use. It's gonna be hard for you. When you get to number 75, you're gonna get stuck. Because your mind isn't conditioned to think way out there. So you're going to try to stay in your little list. But I want you to just open up your imagination. If you could have anything you wanted, put it on a piece of paper. Anything. How many cars? What kind of car? What color? Where you want your next house to be? Do you want a summer home? Where you want to travel to? How much you want in the bank? How much would you like to have to retire? What you want to leave for your grandkids? How much would you like to give all your siblings? Would you like to one day walk in there and just give all your family a check? Put everything you want on a piece of paper. Do not stop until you have 300 things. It's going to take you a while. I'm telling you, when you get to 75, your brain going to lock up. But keep writing it down. But every morning, read your list. I don't want you watching TV at night. I want you to read your list, unless it's Family Feud. Other than that, No, but seriously, take 5 minutes and read your list every night, every morning. 1 year from today, wait 1 year from today, and take a pen out and go down on your list and check off anything that has happened for you that's on that list. Listen to me. If you do that in faith, if you read your list with the expectation that God is going to do some great things for you, at the end of 1 year, you will be stunned, absolutely stunned at how much stuff comes off that list. I promise you, at least 30 things will be off that list.
I'm gonna say this, man. I'm not a health well. I can't stay in that health wealth gospel stuff. I really don't. I don't like it. That being said, I don't have too much wrong problem with what he's saying, because I think you should write down your plans. I think this is planning, man. That's all he's talking about. Planning. The reason, guys, that I showed you this plane is because I'm planning. I'm literally, you better believe, Icon A5 with parachute. I want the full kit. I'm telling you all the specs. That's gonna be on my list. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm gonna have me a jet on the list too. I want me a jet. I want a jet. I want this and a jet. You know what I'm saying? When I want to pay me a pilot to go somewhere far, I just want to throw me $60 gas in there and drive somewhere for 2 hours, fly somewhere for 2 hours to Tampa or something from Atlanta. I can do that. You know, I don't know what you're talking about that, private. This is weird. You've been saying some weird stuff, but anyway. But you know, I don't see nothing wrong with it. Now, do I think that people, when they talk about God is going to give you everything you ask for? Of course not. And that's the thing. You know, and I ain't mean to go, we're not going to church or anything, but I do think that if you really are applying the scriptures, then when it's all said and done, you will pray the will of God. You won't just be, you know what I'm saying? It'll be your will be in tune with his. Also, I think that you will be the disciplined the discipline will come. Self-control, one of the fruits of the spirit. You have no self-control if you out here just blowing your money. So if you just halfway living like you're supposed to and doing what you're supposed to be in charge of your finances and getting out of debt. And I'm gonna tell you something. Let's just follow me for a second. Imagine you 35 years old, no debt, no nothing, and you make $120,000, and you ain't doing nothing. You just invest in the max at your 401k. Your company matches up to 6%, so you dropping 6% in. So every year you putting 12% of your salary in. So you putting right at $1,000, $2,000 a month in a doggone 401k. What's that gonna do for you? You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Let's look at the investment calculator. You're 35, right? So we're gonna do 35. And we said, oh, let's do 67. Initial investment, let's just do, $1,700. How much would you contribute a month? $1,000. Now it's gonna go up because if you're 35 making 120, that 10% is 12,000. So you're really doing about 14, something like that, 15. But let's say every month you're doing about $1,200. Let's say roughly, right? Interest rate, let's just do a modest interest rate. Let's say 10%. See there? That's $1,200 a month, starting with $1,700 at 35 years old. This is what you can have by 67, which ain't that old right now. 67 ain't even that old. 67 is very youthful. Like, look at Wendy Ida. I saw a video she did earlier this year. She's 68, looking great. I'm like, man, she's 68 years old looking like that. So, I mean, you can live a good life, you know what I'm saying? And you could be a millionaire way before then, in 21 years. So by the time you're 56, you'll be a millionaire. These are just little small things, small factors, man, that I don't think a lot of people are taking into account when they start doing the math with a lot of stuff, man. You don't have to reinvent the wheel, but freedom is something that, and that's just maxing out your 401k. I mean, you could do that, and then, you know what I'm saying, you'll be rich just off that alone. I don't even think that's a stretch to do what that's not a stretch. I mean, to do another 10 years, I mean, you're probably talking about 12, 13, $15 million. You know what I'm saying? If I go 78, 75, 77, let's do 77. $9,400,000. Almost $10 million. You know what I'm saying? So just, that's where, that's what I want, man. I write stuff down, and stuff like that. That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? This troll got to go. You trolling me. I'm gonna put you in timeout. You trolling. Talking about some socks and master and what this person talking about. Good point. Good point. Good point. Good point. A lot of times, man, you will think something like I was praying for a lot of stuff. A lot of times, just ain't God will, man. It just ain't. And I'm cool with that. I'm cool either way. I don't have to have everything go my way. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's what it is. I don't think that's what it's about. Some people thought that was health, wealth stuff. What he was saying, I don't think so. I think you do need to write stuff out, plan it, and then when you write something out, what are you gonna do? You're gonna just, okay, I want to be a millionaire in a year. All right, well, shoot, you got to get on it. You got to do. There's certain things you need to do. Are you investing in something that's gonna get you there? Well, how you gonna you just gonna just pray and look at the paper and that's all you got to do? No, that's not faith without work. That's faith without works is dead. That's literally faith without works. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that's what it's saying. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's how you're supposed to operate. I've seen let me tell you something, man. I was in ministry. What year was this? This was like 2002. And I rode up to Birmingham with this, and we met with this guy, white guy, right? And he told us that I just became a millionaire. The dude wasn't no more than about, man, this dude was like 4 years older than me, white dude. Said, man, I just became a millionaire. He kept telling me, he said, it's two things I remember him speaking on. He said, one of the main reasons I'm a millionaire, he said, is because of the woman I chose to marry. I never forgot that. And I said, why is that? He said, you know what, man? I mean, first of all, she understands me. She supports me when I'm trying to do stuff. She doesn't have real bad spending habits. She's not trying to be out of control. She's a godly woman. She's high earning. I think she was like doing something. She was a nurse or something like that. They was married with one child. She was I think she was making like 100 and some thousand. So together our incomes, it was a great marriage. He said she's been a great wife. She's a godly woman. So I said, okay, I remember that. Then he said the other reason he feels as though is because of his faith in God. I said, why you say that? He said, because, which I believed him, but the reason I asked, I just wanted him to expound. And he was like, well, so he started going through certain proverbs, and he started going through the book of James. And he was just talking about how he had this property and he sold it, because he had been praying about white dude. And he was just like, yeah, man, this is how I got this. This is a white guy. That's why you'll never sit there and hear me talk about white folk want to stop you. They want to stop. Like, now, did he give me some money or try to help me? No, he had just got his first million. Hell, he probably wasn't studying my ass. I wasn't going to ask him for nothing. I just wanted the knowledge. I just wanted to soak up the game. You know what I'm saying? I actually met with him like 3 or 4 times. He was real cool. I forgot his name. It's been years, man. That was damn near 20 years ago. So, but let me go, man. Y'all have a good one. I'll see y'all later.